Here they all are with a little extra bam, pow, zap, for good measure. 1. The Riddler, Frank Gorshin, Season 1, Episodes 1, 2, 11, 12, 23, 24, 31, 32, Season 3, Episode 2, the quintessential, and first, Batman villain to star in the 1966 series. Frank Gorshin would end up playing the Riddler in all of the character's appearances in the series except for a 2-episode span during Season 2 when John Astin stepped into the green tights. The Riddler, John Astin, Season 2, Episodes 45-46, perhaps best known for playing Gomez Addams in The Addams Family. John Astin donned the Riddler's costume for a short 2-episode arc during Batman's second season. The Penguin, Burgess Meredith, Season 1, Episodes 3, 4, 21, 22, 33, 34, Season 2, Episodes 17, 18, 27, 28, 37, 38, 39, 42, 43, 44, Season 3, Episodes 1, 4, 5, 20. Burgess Meredith's portrayal of the Penguin may be the most iconic of the entire series, at least in appearance. With his purple top hat, monocle, and long cigarette, Meredith's Penguin appeared in more Batman episodes 20 than any other villain. 4. The Joker, Cesar Romero, Season 1, Episodes 5, 6, 15, 16, 25, 26, Season 2, Episodes 21, 22, 37, 38, 39, 47, 48, 57, 58, Season 3, Episodes 10, 16, 17, 24, second only to Burgess Meredith as the Penguin. Cesar Romero appeared in Batman as the Joker in 19 episodes in total. Known for his bright green hair, stark white makeup, and wide smile, Romero's Joker would become one of the show's most memorable villains. The actor famously refused to shave his signature mustache, and you can see it under the white face paint particularly well on the high-definition transfers included on this Blu-ray box set. 5. Mr. Freeze, George Sanders, Season 1, Episodes 7, 8, appearing as Mr. Freeze for only 2 episodes during the show's first season. George Sanders as Mr. Freeze was quite low-tech compared to the get-ups that Otto Preminger and Eli Wallach would wear during Season 2. When he did eventually don his signature suit, Sanders looked more like an astronaut than a villain, with super freezy powers. 6. MRFREZE, Otto Preminger, Season 2, Episodes 19, 20, legendary, groundbreaking director Otto Preminger, Laura, took over the role of Mr. Freeze for 2 episodes during Batman's second season and gave perhaps the most bizarre and cool performance of the 3 actors that would play the character. MRFREZE, Eli Wallach, Season 2, Episodes 59, 60. Eli Wallach played the frigid villain for the final 2 episodes of Season 2. His Mr. Freeze, who discovered an instant ice formula, is easily the most mustache-twirlingly and villainous of the 3 versions. For many fans, his version is also the most memorable. 8. Zelda the Great, Anne Baxter, Season 1, Episodes 9, 10. The Great Anne Baxter, all about Eve, the 10 Commandments, played Zelda the Great in a 2-episode arc that includes the kidnapping of poor Aunt Harriet. This isn't, however, the last time fans would see Baxter on the series. 9. Mad Hatter, David Wayne, Season 1, Episodes 13, 14, Season 2, Episodes 35, 36. Screen and stage veteran David Wayne played the Mad Hatter in 4 episodes spread over 2 seasons of Batman. The villain, who is obsessed with getting his hands on Batman's cowl, concealed a super instant mesmerizer in one of his mini hats in an attempt to get the job done. The dynamic duo, of course, had other plans. 10. False Face, Malachi Throne, Season 1, Episodes 17, 18. Malachi Throne was a staple of geek TV throughout his career. He made appearances in Star Trek, the original series, Star Trek, The Next Generation, Lost in Space, The $6 Million Man, Babylon 5, and many more nerd-centric shows. We don't even really get to see his recognizable face in Batman, however, as he played a villain named False Face, who looked different nearly every time we saw him. Catwoman, Julie Newmar, Season 1, Episodes 19, 20, Season 2, Episodes 3, 4, 10, 29, 30, 33, 34, 40, 41, 49, 50, appearing in 13 Batman episodes over the show's first 2 seasons. Julie Newmar's Catwoman tussled with the dynamic duo more than any other female villain in the series. Not only did her appearance on the show make her the object of many a young man's affections, but it also helped establish the general look of the character on screen for years to come. Catwoman, Eartha Kitt, Season 3, Episodes 14, 16, 17. Julie Newmar left some mighty big paws to fill when she didn't return to the role of Catwoman for Batman's 3rd season. But if you're going to try to fill them, you might as well do it with a legend like Eartha Kitt. The singer, actress, and all-around dynamo donned the catsuit and purred her way into the hearts of Batman fans everywhere. Lee Merriweather played Catwoman in the 1966 movie. 13. King Tut, Victor Buono, Season 1, Episodes 27, 28, Season 2, 7, 8, 53, 54, Season 3, 6, 23. Ever the performer, Victor Buono's over-the-top performance as Batman original villain King Tut earned him appearances in 8 separate episodes over the show's 3 seasons. The actor reportedly loved playing the character because it allowed him the opportunity to overact, one of the aspects of the character that makes King Tut so beloved, and if there's ever a place to overact, the Batman series was a great place to do it. 14. Bookworm, Roddy McDowall, Season 1, Episodes 29, 30. Between film, TV, and theater, Planet of the Apes star Roddy McDowall's resume is a mile long, so it should come as no surprise that he was able to sneak in 2 episodes as an original villain named Bookworm on Batman. Committing crimes inspired by literary works, Bookworm was created for the show, but would later come to figure in the Batman comic books as well. 15. The Archer, Art Carney, Season 2, Episodes 1, 2. Once you realize that The Honeymooners veteran Art Carney is playing Batman villain The Archer in the first 2 episodes of the show's 2nd season, you should immediately know that the character is mostly going to be played for laughs. Based on the classic Robin Hood character, The Archer did his own brand of robbing the rich to feed the poor along with 2 henchmen and 1 henchwoman, cleverly named Maid Marilyn, Big John, and Prior Tuck. 16. Minstrel, Van Johnson, Season 2, Episodes 5, 6. Minstrel only appeared in 2 Season 2 Batman episodes, but he's a tough one to forget because Van Johnson's performance is so mesmerizing. The villain was about as milquetoast as one gets. He abhorred violence and sang songs about the crimes he had committed, or was about to commit, but it's still hard to get Minstrel out of your head. 17. M.A. Parker, Shelley Winters, Season 2, Episodes 9, 10. Season 2 villain Ma Parker was all about Shelley Winters' hilariously evil performance. Full of bravado and upon a minute, the character was a simple country mother, who has an affinity for powerful guns. Along with her 3 sons, Pretty Boy Parker, Machine Gun Parker, and Mad Dog Parker, and 1 daughter named Legs Parker, that Ma really couldn't stand, they gave the dynamic duo a run for their money. Clock King, Walter Slezak, Season 2, Episodes 11, 12. Tony Award-winning actor Walter Slezak suited up as Clock King for 2 Season 2 episodes of Batman using an antique clock to loot a jewelry store before Batman and Robin are on his tail. Though Clock King actually had pretty deep roots in the DC Comics universe, this version was a wonder all its own with Slezak's trademark expressions and villainy leading the way. Oh, and 1 really big hourglass. 19. Egghead, Vincent Price, Season 2, Episodes 13, 14, Season 3, Episodes 8, 9, 15. It's hard not to love Vincent Price's hilariously campy portrayal of Egghead during 5 episodes in Batman's run. With his signature white and yellow suit and enormous bald head, Price overacted to perfection as the extremely intelligent, eccentric villain. The character had a lair decked out with bacon and egg drawings on the wall and tossed laughing and tear gas eggs at his foes. Egghead is, quite possibly, the most lovable of all Batman villains. 20. Chandell, Liberace, Season 2, Episodes 15, 16. For 2 episodes, the piano virtuoso played both Chandell, the piano player, and his twin brother Harry, who, it turns out, is the real villain here, and the results were a lot of fun. If only we could have seen Liberace play more villains throughout his career, TV would have been a far more interesting place. 21. Marcia, Queen of Diamonds, Carolyn Jones, Season 2, Episodes 23, 24, 42, 43, 44. Here's a bit of cool trivia for you. Carolyn Jones, who played the diamond-loving villainess Marcia, Queen of Diamonds in 5 Season 2 Batman episodes, also played Morticia Addams in ABC's The Addams Family. We already told you about John Astin's connection to that series, but there's also a brief appearance by Ted Cassidy, who played Lurch in that show, during one of Batman's iconic bat climbs. How's that for synergy? 22. Shame, Cliff Robertson, Season 2, Episodes 25, 26, Season 3, Episodes 21, 22. Clearly a spoof of the classic 1953 Western movie character Shane. From the movie of the same name, Cliff Robertson's villain Shame appeared in 4 Batman episodes with 2 different posses. In the first, he was joined by Okieni, Joan Staley, an obvious riff on Annie Oakley, and, in the second, he had Calamity Jan, Dina Merrill, by his side. 23. Puzzler, Maurice Evans, Season 2, Episodes 31, 32, not to be confused with the Riddler. Maurice Evans as Puzzler also liked to keep Batman and Robin confused with clever puzzles, word games, and tricks. He was often seen reciting Shakespeare and had a thing for aviation. According to Wikia, Puzzler's appearance only came about because Frank Gorshin no longer wanted to play the Riddler during Season 2, so the show slotted Puzzler into these 2 episodes instead. Of course, John Astin would play the Riddler later in Season 2 and Gorshin would return to the Green Tights in Season 3. 24. Sandman, Michael Rennie, Season 2, Episodes 33, 34, portrayed by veteran actor Michael Rennie. Sandman's 2-episode appearance during Batman's second season was often overshadowed by the fact that he was working alongside the beautiful Julie Newmar as Catwoman. But fans should give the shifty Dr. Somnambular his due, the guy did have sleep powers after all. 25. Colonel Gum, Roger C. Carmel, Season 2, Episodes 51, 52, Roger C. Carmel's performance as Colonel Gum is mostly remembered for the villain's penchant for wearing pink, being surrounded by pink, and being obsessed with stamps. Real memorable thing about Colonel Gum's 2-episode arc, however, is the fact that the episodes featured crossover appearances by Green Hornet, Van Williams, and Kato, Bruce Lee. Black Widow, Tallulah Bankhead, Season 2, Episodes 55, 56. The most tragic thing about the great Tallulah Bankhead's fantastic performance as Season 2 villainous Black Widow in Batman is the fact that it would be her final on-screen role. Decked out in her signature black and red outfits, the character was unforgettable, whether she was stealing from a bank or hanging out in her stunning spider-themed lair. 27. Siren, Joan Collins, Season 3, Episodes 2, 3, Siren, played by Joan Collins, began her entrance into the world of Batman as a bit of a sidekick in the Riddler's devious plan to take over Gotham City's boxing game. By her second episode, however, the singing Siren made a plan to uncover Batman's true identity all by herself. Memorable for her beauty, luxurious outfits, and her ability to mesmerize men with her high-octave tunes, Siren made an indelible mark on the series in the span of only 2 episodes. 28. Lola Lasagna, Ethel Merman, Season 3, Episodes 4, 5. Despite the charming and talented Ethel Merman's performance, Lola Lasagna was one of Batman's least interesting and memorable villains. For one, her weapon of choice was the parasol. Secondly, she mostly played in the shadows of one of the show's most memorable villains, the Penguin. If it weren't for Ethel Merman, we might not remember Lola at all. Louis the Lilac, Milton Berle, Season 3, Episodes 7, 18. Louis the Lilac, on the other hand, made a huge mark on Batman by being such a bright, colorful character, with such a recognizable face behind it, that 2 episodes are more than enough to make fans remember him. There's a whole lot of Milton Berle himself in Louis' demeanor, even down to the actor's signature cigar, which is part of what makes the character, created specifically for the show, work. Louis the Lilac also went on to appear in 5 episodes of the animated series Batman, the Brave and the Bold. 30. Olga, Queen of the Cossacks, Anne Baxter, Season 3, Episodes 8, 15. Remember how we told you that Zelda the Great would not be the last you'd see of Anne Baxter in Batman? That's because she's the show's only guest villain to ever return to play a different villain on the show later. This time around, she portrayed Egghead's main squeeze, Olga, Queen of the Cossacks. The showy villain is mostly sat back while Egghead and his henchmen took care of business, but she's a memorable character nonetheless. 31. Lord Marmaduke FFOGG, Rudy Valley, Season 3, Episodes 11, 12, 13. The coolest thing about Lord Marmaduke, Fogg, who appeared in 3 episodes as the co-villain alongside his sister Lady Penelope Pea Soup, was easily his pipe of fog. All the venerable lord had to do is light that thing up and the room would start to fill with a white, puffy smoke, perfect to conceal his getaway. Played by Rudy Valley, the villain also wore a special cast on his foot to make people think he had the gout and was, therefore, incapable of pulling off his crimes. 32. Lady Penelope Pea Soup, Glynis Johns, Season 3, Episodes 11, 12, 13. Though Lord Marmaduke Fogg appeared to be the main villain in this 3-episode arc, his sister Lady Penelope Pea Soup actually came across as more interesting and charismatic. Despite being relegated to mostly taking charge of the female criminals in their charge, Lady Penelope, played by Glynis Johns, makes her mark on the series. 33. Nora Clavicle, Barbara Rush, Season 3, Episode 19. It's almost a shame that someone as talented as Barbara Rush, It Came from Outer Space, was saddled with another of Batman's least memorable villains. In her one appearance on the show, Nora Clavicle used her wits and charm to convince Mayor Lindsay to give her the commissioner job, which is all part of a devious plan to destroy Gotham City and collect on an insurance claim. How did she plan to do it, though? With mechanical mice. Since she replaced the police force with housewives, they're all afraid of mice. Pretty sexist, right? Those crazy 1960s. 34. Calamity Jane, Dina Merrill, Season 3, Episodes 21, 22. It's a shame that Batman didn't really let Dina Merrill's Calamity Jane be much more than arm candy for their Western spoof villain shame, but at least the actress does the best she can with the material she's got. Calamity Jane came across as adorable and silly, but just smart enough to probably be able to ditch shame and bring Batman and Robin to their knees. Sadly, we'll never know if that's true since she's mostly playing second fiddle to Cliff Roberson's shame. 35. Cassandra Spellcraft, Ida Lupino, Season 3, Episode 25. Ida Lupino helped pave the way for female directors of our time, so it should come as no surprise that she was very much the leading power in the villainous duo that headlines Batman's penultimate episode. Dr. Cassandra Spellcraft comes from a long line of female alchemists, but she's determined to be the only successful one. So she uses her power to bring down the Bat. Or tries, at least. She's a bright, colorful character in many ways, but the way she puts her silly husband Kabbalah in his place is the very best thing about her. Cabala, Howard Duff, Season 3, Episode 25. After a few episodes that featured female villains mostly relegated to storylines dominated by male power, Nora Clavicle and Calamity Jane, it was great to see one where the man completely and utterly does anything he can to make his wife happy. Played by Howard Duff, Kabbalah is less a villain and more a sidekick to Dr. Cassandra Spellcraft. He'll do anything to please her, calls her Docky Baby, and can often be caught checking himself out in the mirror rather than plotting villainous schemes. 37. Minerva, Zsa Zsa Gabor, Season 3, Episode 26. Batman's final villain is also one of its most glamorous. Played by Zsa Zsa Gabor, Minerva opened a health spa in Gotham City and used her deepest secret extractor to run amok. She's pulling off robberies left and right, and even Alfred gets involved going undercover to help the dynamic duo. What makes Minerva so memorable, however, is the star power of Gabor. Sure, she's mostly just said darlings a lot, but her appearance as the platinum-dressed villainess will likely never be forgotten. All images courtesy of Warner Home Video unless otherwise noted.